Hello and welcome back to Josh Delosier Investments. Today we're talking about the power of compounding using the 8-4-3 rule and how to compound your interest. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to build wealth effortlessly while others struggle to get ahead? The answer often lies in one simple, powerful concept: compounding. Today we'll break down how you can harness the power of compounding. Let's start with the basics. Compounding means you earn interest not just on your initial investment, but also on the interest that investment earns. It's like the snowball rolling downhill. Each rotation picks up more snow and the snowball grows faster and faster. Imagine you invest $1,000 at 10% annual interest. After 1 year, you'll have $1,100. In year 2, you'll earn 10% not just on the original $1,000, but on the $1,100. So you'll end up with $1,210. Over time, this growth accelerates. Here's a simple rule from a finance video that we've talked about in the past. At 8% interest, your money doubles in about 9 years. And at 4%, it doubles in 18 years. At 3%, it doubles in 24 years. This is the 8-4-3 rule. It makes it easy to estimate how quickly your investments can grow depending on the rate of return. Time is the most valuable ingredient. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even small amounts can become substantial with enough time. So, it's key that you invest as soon as possible. The sooner you get your money working for you, it takes as little as 3 months, and in today's stocks with growth stocks, and you can be making the same amount as you make with your paycheck. So, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. So, you definitely have to take advantage of it. Also a lot of great companies like Visa and MasterCard use it as their business model, and that's how they make a fortune. The key is patience, letting compounding work for you. Compounding takes time to show it's a true power. The biggest gains are often come in the later years as your returns start earning their own returns. If you check your account after a few years, the growth may seem slow, but after 10, 20, or 30 years, the curve steepens dramatically. This is exponential growth. Next big thing is smart choices, where and how to invest. Not all investments are created equal. High fees and poor diversification can erode your returns and slow compounding. We'll draw a quick blueprint right here of a few things we need to go over. First, the most important thing is time. Start early. The earlier you get started, the earlier your money will be compounding, and you'll be able to retire and be financially free. At Josh Delosier Investments, we always like to talk about the FIRE movement, where you invest 50% or more of your earned income into investments. And, you can be stocks as well as real estate. It's always good to have multiple income streams. That's a big key to success when investing. Also, investment consistency. Invest regularly. It's economics 101 that you got to follow. First rule is always protect your principal. The other key things is to pay yourself first. So every time you get a check, you always want to be consistently taking, as much as you possibly can and putting it back into investments. Consistency really is the key thing here. Next is patience. Stay the course. It takes time, but compound effect is a proven winner, and it's what basically, why the stock market is by far the best investment of all time. Next thing is smart choices. Minimize fees and diversify. You don't want all your eggs in one basket. It's good that tech is a big winner right now, with Nvidia being the main stock that Josh Schloser Investments recommends long term. Tesla is another great company. But besides that, you want to diversify. It doesn't hurt to own some of Costco, or if you want to own Blackstone, that's another great company. It's just to diversify. So if one sector gets hit, you still have other sectors doing exceptionally well. Always select companies with moats. So those smart choices are a really big thing in being successful. You don't need 100 choices overall. You can make 5 to 10 really smart decisions, and it will pay off big time. When you combine these steps, and you'll basically harness the full power of compounding. Next, we're going to talk about some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Waiting to invest. Procrastination is costly. Start now, even with small amounts. Today is the most important day you have if you want to invest in your future. $1 today is worth a lot more than $1, a year from now. You always want your money working for you. There's stocks like Palantir Technology that's up 500% this year. Spotify having another amazing year. But the main thing is you've had to invest last year at this time and to see these amazing gains. Next, we have chasing hot tips. Stick to your plan. Don't jump from one trend to another. It's consistency. Choosing things that have moats, that have a clear edge over the competition. Next, we have ignoring fees. Even small fees add up over time. Always check the cost. Depending on who you do business with, your brokerages and stuff, sometimes they want to charge fees that can be avoided. So always check around to get the best deal possible. Finally, talk about compounding rewards action, not perfection. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now. So, if you haven't already invested, open up a brokerage account with Webull or Robinhood. They also offer overnight trading. They're the only brokerages you can trade between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. The other main brokerages are, they really don't. They're a little bit behind the times, and Fidelity, Charles Schwab are also great brokerages, but they don't open until 7 a.m. So if you want to get my recommendation for Josh Schloser Investments, recommendation is to invest in these companies with moats and choose Robinhood or Webull. The more time you have available to trade stocks, the more money that you can make. but always stay invested. I appreciate everyone watching this video. We'll talk about when to take profits in another video, but I appreciate everyone watching this video this week, so please hit the subscribe button and leaving comments you have down below. See you all next week with another video. Hope everyone has a very profitable week.